A hugely anticipated game in the city of Valencia. And the atmosphere is quite sensational here tonight. Mercifully here is Busquets. Away by Esteros, coming back at Levante.
Puyol just back from an arm injury. Obviously needs the matches, and it'll do Mascherano no harm to get a little rest. But the front five, Kevin, and I'll say that five because
Messi loses out to Diop. Messi, now Puyol.
They've taken points, they've won against Real Madrid and they've won against the big clubs, but they haven't won against Barcelona for a long. And Puyol, Kevin, earlier when they played together, it's a long time since they have lost a game when they're playing together, obviously.
Osasuna away, February 2011.
What's that, 20 months ago, roughly.
Here's on a piece of elastic, Iniesta, when he makes those moves. Difficult to defend.
Might all get games, but they're all quality players.
Here's Messi.
That's a great quote for any Barcelona fan or season ticket holder.
Messi. Space here now.
Pedro.
Messi. Xavi trying to provide the layoff for Fabregas. One back by Jordi Alba. Oh, lovely touch. Messi receives from Xavi. This is Iniesta. Back with Messi. Couldn't get it out of his feet. Well, mesmeric passing and movement. Messi, lovely dart away from two, and whistles wide of Muñoz's left-hand post as he goes in search of his 81st goal this calendar year.
Well, that's what I was talking about. That's more like it. Ball in, turns, he skips past the defender and he gets the shot off, and that's inches wide of the far post. And that's what he's very good at. Doesn't matter about the defenders, Navarro and Ballesteros. If he does that, Kevin, and gets shots off, he'll score goals.
Just 5 short of Gerd Muller's world record, set in 1972.
He's got about 7 or 8 games to get in as well when you add the Copa del Rey into it, and the one more Champions League match as well. Well, here he is.
Lifted in, almost onto the head of Pedro.
Oh,
it's back with Messi. Don't want to be giving him gifts like that, but he can't release Iniesta. That was by Iniesta. Xavi. Tonight. Jerry, you remember him?
I do. His nickname was Tarzan. He was a big centre-back, very uncompromising. I've had several. Goycochea and Athletic Bilbao. No, this is where I think they can be dangerous on the break.
Options for Messi. Iniesta makes a great run. Oh, and it was almost the perfect pass. Lels across. Messi.
Oh, that's uncharacteristic for Messi. Second touch, he overhit it just a little bit.
Pedro. Now Messi. Quite prepared to sit deep here, Levante. Here's Messi. Well reached by Navarro. A shot safely gathered by Muñoz. Decent effort.
Well, it tried a little dink over the top. It was headed out. Point play from Victor Valdez.
But saw his quality there. No problem for Piqué. Iborra wasn't the best of passes though for Diop.
Yeah, that's what they're doing poorly for me, Kevin. They're working hard to win the ball and then they're not even getting 2 passes before they give it away. But part of that's down to good anticipation from Barcelona players. But look at how congested it is in the edge of that 18-yard box. You know, 2 banks of 4 and a 2, and they just narrow it up and say, well, you know, you want to play 1-2s and get past this. There's loads of blue shirts, and that's what's making it difficult to try and.
Messi. Piqué.
Right up to the edge of the D.
Messi looking for either Piqué or Puyol in there. Header came in, but it really lacked any power to trouble the Uruguayan, Gustavo Muñoz.
That doesn't mean the linesman wouldn't have flagged.
Lucky break here for Barca. Here's Xavi. Wonderful turn from Messi.
Oh, deflected.
Well, you were talking about that earlier, the willingness to take that stretch. Here's Andres Iniesta. Xavi. Fabregas, wide here for Montoya. Busquets for Messi. Iniesta. Jordi Alba, it's beautifully done. Oh, De Bora scrambles it away for a corner.
Superb football from Barcelona, and again, Kevin, that's the second time they've got to the byline. Lovely play here. Messi attacking people out full. Great first touch.
Messi. Well, they're cranking up the pressure here as we head towards half-time. Messi. Messi. Xavi. Put out quite easily by Navarro. One save of note from Gustavo Muñoz, one shot from Messi that whistled just over, who've also qualified in their last match, and that will decide who finishes as group winners. In a great season so far for Levante.
It's fairy tale stuff, Kevin, it really is, and we have to praise them on such a low budget as well. You know, they do tremendously well, but it's about spirit, it's about the manager. Oh, that's a great ball.
And Messi scores. It was almost inevitable. Once he darted beyond that Levante defence, got a slight deflection on its way, but it's most certainly yet another goal for Lionel Messi, his 25th of the season.
Well, let's have a look at this run. He's turned now, centre back there. Navarro sees the danger, he tries to get across, but it's too late. And you know, when they switch off, they've switched off at half-time, Kevin. He's about 10 yards away from him, but he's playing him onside. And Messi sees the space, the pass is made. Wonderful pass from Iniesta, and he's on it in the flash. And you don't need to give him chances like that. He knows exactly what to do. Chips it over the advancing goalkeeper. 1-0, that's the breakthrough. 81st goal of the calendar year, his 25th goal of the season, 18th in the league, Kevin. This little man, I don't think there's anybody better than him.
Well, he's on exactly the same mark for goals in games as in the last two seasons. 20 matches, 25 goals. He got 73 last season. If he stays fit and remains at Barcelona, which is his wish, how many is he going to end up with?
Just breaking records, isn't he? And if they go on... Centre backs for me, we're both sleeping, Ballesteros and Navarro. And Navarro suddenly realised...
Pedro. Messi. Here's Andres Iniesta. Takes on Lel. Cuts it back, Messi! Set up by Andres Iniesta. And look out, Gerd Muller. Messi's closing in.
Well, same combination, Kevin, same two players. And, you know, we're talking world class here. Iniesta's a world class player who gets into these opportunities to byline. And, you know, Ballesteros isn't too far away from him. But once he's got the ball and he's running one-on-one into the penalty area, you know he's going to cut it back. And he does. He cuts it back straight to Messi. And Messi doesn't miss from that range. It's telepathic almost between the two of them. The little man knows where he's going to cut it back. That's just brilliant. He dispatches into the bottom corner of the net.
Just a little feint here, wasn't it? That he's going to strike the ball in. That's what fooled the fullback, Lel.
He looked as if he was going to cross it, a normal cross, but he didn't. He cut it back. And you're right, there's a hesitation, but that's a deliberate hesitation, Andres Iniesta. And 2 assists in this game alone.
Messi scores twice for the 4th successive game.
Kevin, there's 38 minutes as well left on the clock. Quite ominous for Levante.
Personality to the role, to the post, if you like, and the changeover has been almost seamless.
Keep the momentum going, to keep the players interested, to keep them hungry, to keep bringing through more talent. You know, Tello and Cuenca are coming through. These lads, Montoya, they're hungry, and it's knowing when to use them. Look at the skills here, look how tight it is, and they're keeping possession. That's a great run.
Looking to feed Messi again.
He's looking a hat-trick, Kevin. He's just goal hungry. And looking in cruise control, but it's great after creating 2 goals. Andres Iniesta gets himself a goal, and it's a
very steep hill for Levante to try and negotiate. Iniesta and Messi have illuminated this second half.
Causing problems for the Levante defence.
Here comes the Levante.
It was a difficult trip, and yet they won the game comfortably and played very good football. And they've come here to Levante, same players bar one, and they've turned it on once again. I just thought Real Madrid didn't look as sharp, looked a little bit lackluster and tired from the Manchester trip.
Here's the sorcerer in chief again, Iniesta, Fabregas! It's another picture book goal from Barcelona. Another assist for the brilliant Iniesta. And Fabregas makes it 4 goals in what, little over 17.
Minute and 20 seconds into the second half, they allowed the little man space and time to collect the ball, and he does what he does best. He put it in the back of the net.
Here's Messi, Pedro, and still Pedro.
He's been misfiring this season a little bit, Pedro. He could do with the goal I said earlier.
Fabregas, Messi, Pedro in space. It might drop here for Messi. And still, Lionel Messi sets it up for Pedro. Can't get the shot away.
Now this is the chance. Messi so alert, so lively, skips past the goalkeeper, turns, sets it up. Now hit it right foot first time. You don't get any more time than that.
Messi.
Some tackle from Ballesteros. Little dink over the top, and Ballesteros was making sure it didn't reach the target.
Best efforts of Messi to try and keep the attack alive.
Well, it was a tough ball to control, but that man came very close.
A fortnight ago in a 2-1 win. It's going to be much more of a stroll, and so it would appear. Football, when they've been at their very best, they have played another game.
Absolutely. They've set standards for themselves and others. And
92, they'll equal it tonight. 12 wins and a draw from the opening 13 games to a La Liga.
Pedro, well, he's got several blue shirts in front of him.
Barcelona will have a chance to create new best figure. Messi's goals tonight, by the way, take him to 10th in the all-time list of goal scorers in La Liga. He's passed Real Madrid's Santillana. 188 in the league. Messi's now got all-time record. Athletic Bilbao's Zara with 251.
Messi's only 25, Kevin. That's a frightening statistic. And he's going to play for another 10 years.
I was going to say he'll probably beat it before the end of next season.
Yeah.
If he carries on the rate he is scoring. Always keen, though, Lionel Messi, to play down his achievements, as it's all about winning trophies, individual awards, not at the forefront of his mind, but most surely coming his way.
They just keep at it, they just keep pushing and pushing until something gives. When it was 0-0, I suppose there's always the hope that you can...
Space for Iniesta.
3-on-3, Kevin.
Messi. Pedro. Not. He should have awarded the free kick. As we saw, it was far enough outside of the 18-yard line for the referee not to have made an error. Fabregas.
The Zamora again this year, won't he?
He's had a fair few of those, hasn't he?
You're pleased it's only a couple of minutes.
Messi. Looking for 22nd hat-trick of his.
The initial breakthrough is what they needed, and once they got it, they cruised after that.
Well, they puffed and puffed Barcelona in the first half. Levante defended stoically, but Martinez's side well beaten in the end. Iniesta at the heart of it. 4-0 Barca.